Madison County leaders say the pandemic has led to a decrease in kids getting vaccinated, and now health experts are saying now's the time to get your kids up to date with school just around the corner. Here's Kayla Carlisle.
Early on in the pandemic, the number of kids going in to get their annual checkup decreased, resulting in less up-to-date vaccinations. This data is concerning for health officials who are gearing up for the start of another school year.
The social distancing, the respiratory hygiene, including good hand washing, and the use of the cloth face covering or the mask. Use all three. This is our best opportunity to have impact on the spread of this virus.
Dr. Karen Landers says keeping the kids up to date and constantly reminding them of these three techniques will help reduce the spread as much as possible. The next step will be keeping the kids separated at all costs.
One of the alterations is spacing desks, putting some barriers between desks, putting some barriers up regarding tables, keeping the separation as far apart as possible. Again, trying to maintain the 6 feet, but recognizing that 3 to 6 feet can be reasonable in an atmosphere of this nature.
Although students in Madison County are starting virtual for at least the first 9 weeks, surrounding areas are still offering traditional school. Wearing masks is another step schools can take. Since Governor Ivey's mask ordinance, numbers have begun to decrease in some areas. And now at school, kids 2nd grade and up will have to wear them according to the newest statewide order.
People are probably more receptive to it now. I think the data has proven. You look at what's occurred in the last 2 weeks here locally, 35% reduction just based on the mask. So I believe that the masks are proven.
With school coming back into session, health leaders expect to see another increase, but are hoping these precautions can help keep the numbers from getting out of control. Putting the Valley first, I'm Kayla Carlisle, WZDX News.